Children, today we will be studying the third exercise of mensuration. In this exercise, we will be solving the sums which is related to the sphere, spherical shell, hemisphere and hemispherical shell. So let's do the revision of the formulas of sphere and hemisphere that we have studied. The volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. The surface area of or the curved surface area or the total surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. If we talk about spherical shell, the volume of the spherical shell, a sphere which is hollow from inside is spherical shell. The volume of spherical shell is 4 by 3 pi capital R cube minus small r cube. And if we talk about the surface area of the spherical shell, that is external and internal surface area, that will be 4 pi capital R square plus small r square. Alright children. So this is the surface area of the spherical shell. Note down the formulas please. Okay children, let's see the formulas of hemisphere. Hemisphere is what? The half of the sphere, and the volume of the hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi capital 2 by 3 pi r cube. The surface area of the hemisphere is 3 pi r square. So this half of the sphere is 2 pi r square, and this area has been increased when we cut the sphere into two parts. So the area of the circle is pi r square. So 2 pi r square plus pi r square, it will be 3 pi r square. This is hemispherical shell with external radius capital R and internal radius small r. So if we calculate the volume of the hemispherical shell, that will be 2 by 3 pi capital R cube minus small r cube. And when we calculate the curved surface area, so curved surface area are two curved surface area we can see. The external curved surface area and this is internal curved surface area. So external curved surface area is 2 pi capital R square, internal curved surface area is 2 pi small r square. So total curved surface area of the hemispherical shell will be 2 pi bracket capital R square plus small r square. If we have to calculate the total surface area of the hemispherical shell, it will be external surface area plus internal curved surface area plus area of this ring, right? And the area of the ring is pi capital R square minus small r square. So the total surface area formula will be curved surface area plus area of ring, that is 2 pi bracket capital R square plus a small r square plus pi bracket capital R square minus small r square. Alright children, please note down these formulas also. Let's see a few sums so that we can understand how to use the formulas in solving sums. In this sum it is given that the volume of a sphere is 38808 centimeter cube. Find its diameter and the surface area. That means the sphere volume is given and diameter and surface area we have to calculate. Now let's see the solution. The volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube and the value of volume is given 38808 centimeter cube. So this volume will be equals to 38808 centimeter cube. So when we substitute the value of pi 22 upon 7 and then cross multiply, we get r cube equals to 38808 into 3 into 7 upon 4 into 22. Let's cancel this term by 11. 11 2s are and 11 3s are, then 5s are, then 2s are, then 8s are. Then 4 2s are 8 and 8 4s are 32, 8 4s are 32, 8 1s are 8. So what we get 441 into 21. We know 441 is the square of 21. So this r cube value will be equals to 21 cube. So taking cube root both sides, we can say that the value of the radius of the sphere is 21 centimeter. So when a radius is 21 centimeter, that means the diameter is twice of radius. So 2 into 21 equals to 42 centimeter. And surface area is 4 pi r square. So if we put the value of r 21 centimeter here, we get 4 into 22 upon 7 into 21 into 21. On cancelling out by 7, 7 1s and 7 3s are. And multiplying these four terms, what we get the value of surface area, it will be 5544 centimeter square. Alright children, please note down the solution. Now let's see another sum children. Now in this sum it is given that how many balls each of radius 1 centimeter can be made by melting a bigger ball whose diameter is 8 centimeter. Right. Now the diameter of the bigger ball is given 8 centimeter. That means the radius of the bigger ball will be diameter upon 2, that is 8 upon 2, which is 4 centimeter. And the radius of the smaller ball that are obtained or formed from by melting the bigger ball is 1 centimeter. That means the small r is 1 centimeter given. Apply this formula that number of smaller ball forms will be volume of the bigger ball upon volume of one smaller ball, right? So if we put the formula volume of bigger ball of radius capital R, it will be 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. Volume of one smaller ball will be 4 by 3 pi small r cube, because the radius of a smaller ball r is small r. So this 4 by 3 pi and this 4 by 3 pi will get cancelled. The value of capital R is 4. The value of small r is 1. So it will be 4 cube upon 1 cube. So 4 cube is 4 for the 16 for the 64 upon 1. So we'll get 64 as the answer. So we can say that 64 balls of radius 1 centimeter can be formed from the bigger ball of radius 4 centimeter. That means if we melt bigger ball, we can form 64 balls of radius 1 centimeter. Alright children, please note down the solution. Let's see another sum children. Now in this sum it is given that the internal and external diameters of a hollow hemispherical vessel are 21 centimeter and 28 centimeter respectively. Find number 1 internal curved surface area, number 2 external curved surface area, number 3 total curved surface area, and number 4 the volume of the material of vessel. Alright, so if the diameter, that is internal diameter, is 21 centimeter, so internal diameter can be represented from small d. So small d equals to 21 centimeter, that means small r will be diameter upon 2, radius is half of the diameter, that will be 21 upon 2 centimeter. External diameter is 28 centimeter, so external radius will be external diameter upon 2, that will be 28 upon 2, it is 14 centimeter. Now the first thing that we have to calculate is internal curved surface area, and if we remember the shape or the formula of the internal curved surface area of the hemisphere, it is 2 pi small r square, right? So small r will be the internal radius. So if we substitute the value of pi and r here, so the value of pi is 22 upon 7 and r is 21 upon 2. So this 7 3s are 21, this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Okay, and this 2 will also get cancelled, and we'll get 11 here, 2 11s are 22. And when we multiply these terms, like 11 3 the 33 into 21, we'll get 693 centimeter square as the internal curved surface area of the hollow hemispherical vessel. Okay, so the internal curved surface area value is 693 centimeter square. Now when we calculate external, we have to, in the same formula, curved surface area, we put radius as capital R, external radius. So when we do that and substitute the value, 2 into 22 upon 7 into 14 into 14, so 7 2s are 14, and 2 into 22 into 2 into 14, when we multiply these 4 terms, what we'll get 1232 centimeter square. That is the external curved surface area of the cylinder is 1232 centimeter square. Alright children, understood this much. Now what we're doing, we're calculating the total surface area, the third point, that is the total surface area of the hemispherical vessel. So if you remember the formula for calculating the total surface area, it will be the internal curved surface area plus external curved surface area plus the area of the ring. So the formula for internal and external curved surface area will be 2 pi bracket capital R square plus small r square. And the area of the ring will be pi capital R square minus small r square inside the bracket. So the value of this term will be 693 plus 1232. Okay. And the area of the ring will be pi is 22 upon 7, capital R is 14 and small r is 21 upon 2, squaring. 14 square is 196 and 21 upon 2 will be 441 upon 4. Alright children, note down this much and we'll solve this term further. Please note down the both first. So if we solve this term further and take the LCM here, what we'll get? 784 minus 441 upon 4. On simplifying and solving, we'll get subtracting these two terms, we'll get 343 upon 4. So 749 are 343 and 2 to the 4, 211 are. So when we multiply these three terms and divide it by these two terms, this is a plus sign here. This is a plus sign here. So multiply 4 into 11 into 49 and divide it by 2, we'll get 296.5. And when we add 1925, we'll get 2194.5 centimeter square, which is the total surface area of the hollow hemispherical vessel. Right. So when we calculate the volume of the hemispherical vessel, the formula for volume, calculating volume, is 2 by 3 pi in bracket capital R cube minus small r cube. So when we substitute the value of pi, capital R and small r, we get 2 by 3 into 22 upon 7 into 14 cube minus 21 by 2 to the whole cube. Right. On solving these two terms and taking the LCM here, okay, so we'll get the volume of the vessel is 3,323.83 centimeter cube. So that will be the volume of the material required to make the hollow hemispherical vessel of internal radius 21 centimeter and external radius 28 centimeter. Alright children, please note down the solution.